Hello everybody, it's Father Richie with another video. I've been getting a lot of thumbs downs lately, a lot. My last video had 18, that's a record for me. And recently, Psychedelic had a contest and he openly said he hopes I'm the first one, the big loser, the first one to get eliminated from his contest. And sure enough, I was. So, I don't know, man. All the negativity, it's just, I don't think I'm going to be making videos anymore. Just kidding. I've done that before. People watch my videos. Anyways, this is going to be a vinyl finds video. It's been about a month since I've done one of these. But regarding the thumbs down, yeah, I got 18. I don't know. The last 5 or 6 videos, ever since I made the Art of Punk one, I've been getting more and more. But I know there's one person that has multiple channels. I'm not going to say who it is. And they, he gives me 8. But, it's snowballing. And I've never asked for anybody to give me a thumbs up. I've never asked anybody to subscribe to my channel. And everybody that does, I had like 80 something thumbs up, and I appreciate it and continue to give me a thumbs up. But anybody that, can't be bothered with a thumbs up or a thumbs down, because, it really doesn't mean anything, Give me a thumbs down, I'm going to campaign for some thumbs down. And if you're normally a person that gives me a thumbs up and you feel like giving me a thumbs down, that's cool too. I want to get to 30 thumbs down on this video. And then the next one after that, 40. I want to get up to 50 thumbs down. I want to blow the mind of the thumbs down guy to where it gets to the point where it doesn't really matter if he gives me a thumbs down, because I'm asking people to give me a thumbs down. And it's getting to the point where he's going to say, you know what, I'm just going to give him a thumbs up to fuck this guy, Anyways, I didn't make a video last week, so give me a thumbs down, okay? If you're on the fence, or you like the video but you don't normally give thumbs up, give me a thumbs down, okay? I want 30. Anyways, I didn't make a video last week. I bet you can't guess where I was. San Antonio, yeah. Didn't do any record shopping there. When I go on vacation with the family and that, I don't shop for records. I just don't. There's plenty of record stores in LA, greater LA area. I don't feel a need when I'm somewhere else to do it. I had a great time. It was very humid. Well, it wasn't unbearable, but it was humid. I was really surprised how green San Antonio is. It was, I was expecting dirt. When you're flying out of California and you start going east, you see the desert, California desert, Arizona, New Mexico. You look out the plane, you see dirt. And then you're over West Texas and you're seeing dirt, But the more east you go in Texas, the greener it gets. And like my daughter said, yeah, the more east you go towards the East Coast, the greener it gets. But yeah, it was very green. They've had a lot of rain. I will say one thing. They say everything is bigger in Texas. That's not really true. Man, they got little bitty trees. California's trees are much bigger than Texas's. But anyways, that's on with. I don't want to. I got about 4 or 5 things I could talk about, but I don't want this to be a video where I'm talking 15 minutes and I haven't shown a record. I think I have 7. 2 new ones, and the rest are all used. This first one I'm going to show is a big surprise, very similar to this one. This was a big surprise, this record for me. This one, though, was even a bigger surprise. and it's the Lollipop Shop. Now, I've seen this on the wall at a record store, and I remembered it because I was thinking it was a bubblegum, you know, the Lollipop Shop. I was thinking it was a bubblegum music. And I was thinking to myself, man, why is that bubblegum record, you know, kind of expensive, you know? Didn't think of nothing of it. Didn't bother looking it up on the internet or anything. A week, maybe 2 weeks later, I was watching a Dead Wax 66 live stream. And Vinyl 79, people were talking about, you know, favorite or, you know, some of the best garage rock songs. And Vinyl 79 mentioned the first song on side 1, You Must Be a Witch, by the Lollipop Shop. And I go, huh? The Lollipop Shop? So I go, man, I was watching on the computer, and as I did that, I went ahead and got my phone and looked up the Lollipop Shop, and sure enough, this record popped up. And I go, you know, wow, you know. I think that was a Friday. The next day, I went to that record store, and sure enough, it was still there. I asked the guy, hey, can you give me $10 off? And he goes, well, I'll give you $8. $8? I mean, come on. $8, $10. It's the same thing. $2. Can't even buy a McDonald's meal for that. So I took it home, and this is a fantastic record. I would give this a 4 out of 5 stars. It's not perfect, but there's not really a bad song on it. The side 1 is better than side 2. The first song, You Must Be a Witch, is a great psych garage song. I mean, it's classic. It sounds similar to Love, and the vocalist sounds a lot like Arthur Lee. The second song, Underground Railroad, it's the longest song on the record. It's 7 minutes and 45 seconds. It starts out with the guitars sounding like a Jefferson Airplane, you know, that kind of spacey dream. That's not how it sounds. And then it builds up to this, you know, really dramatic ending. The ending doesn't sound anything like Jefferson Airplane, but the guitars at the first 3 or 4 minutes or whatever, I didn't time it. Just the way they sound, it sounds like Jefferson Airplane in their spacey kind of songs. But the singer, man, he's kind of like a Arthur Lee, but like a emo Arthur Lee. I mean, this guy is really emotional. I mean, his vocals are very, God, what's the word? Kind of yearning. They're just, I don't know. I had a word on the top of my mind. Camera's rolling and I went blank. But yeah, very emotional sounding. Great. It's just, I love this album. This is a much bigger surprise than that St. John Green, though. Much better. It's a much better album. There's 2 songs on side 2 that are not quite as good. And if I'm right, I don't remember exactly which ones they are. It might be It Ain't How Long and It's Making It. It might be those 2. It's 2 of them in the middle of the side. And they're not bad, but they're not really great, well-written songs. And they kind of just end abruptly, like, you know, that it's not like a written ending. It's just like, I would say this band kind of suffers. Their weakness, let's put it that way, is the same weakness that Love has. And the guy's not a great lyricist. He's not a great songwriter. Kind of, some of the lyrics are a little corny, and I mean, he's not a Lennon and McCartney, you know. Same as, you know, Love. But yeah, it's a great album. Fantastic find. And I've been spinning it quite a bit over the past month. I bought this about a month ago. And it's on the Uni label. Very cool label. I'm going to put these over here. The next two are the two new ones. And this is L7, the best of the Slash years. It's on Run Out Groove. It's got the, wow, look at that. Look how easy that is. You know, for people making videos, I got a tip for you. Take them out of the covers before. Take the records out of the sleeve before you shoot. And put them back in after. It's not that hard to... I've got 7 records here. After I'm done shooting, as it's uploading, I put the stuff away. It's not that hard. And it makes for a better video, I'm telling you. People are struggling. The Michigan, what's his name? The Michigan Record Club. His last video was fantastic. I might even leave a link to it, you know. But it's funny at the end. He's got... Can't get this goddamn thing in there. Anyways, the best of the Slash years by L7. This is a Run Out Groove. This is the first. I have 2 Run Out Groove records, but I bought them at a record store. This is the first one that they've actually sent to me. I've had them sent to me. I think after I bought the Stooges one, I kind of joined them, and they have 3 records you vote on, and whatever one gets the most votes, that's the one that they make. And that's however many people voted or say they were going to buy it. That's how many they print. They probably print a little bit more than that because they do sell them at certain stores. I got number 1,435 out of who knows how many. Fantastic. It's got 4 songs off of their 3 Sire records. Got 4 songs off of Bricks Are Heavy, 4 songs off of Hungry for Stink, and 4 songs from The Beauty Process, triple platinum. Now the Beauty Process, I have those other 2 albums. I don't have the Beauty Process platinum album or whatever on vinyl, and I don't think it has been released on vinyl. I've only seen a CD of it. I know the Michigan Record Club has some L7 records. I don't know, maybe he might know, but I don't think that one has been released on vinyl. But yeah, this is a really good play. I mean, every song on here is fantastic, you know. Like I've said before, L7 on my video, the 25 best women in rock. L7 I picked as the best rockinest female band in the history of rock. I used to feel it was the Pretenders, but I think they've outdone the Pretenders. And it's on Slash Records on this really pretty turquoise blue, almost greenish vinyl. This next album is a band called No Love, Choke on It. And this is actually the record that I've been playing the most the last week or so. I just can't get enough of this record. The singer, it's a female singer. I'm not real big on a lot of female singers in punk. A lot of times they get kind of screechy. I remember once Hannah, the Omaha Introvert, she made a comment about Grace Slick. She was showing that Great Society album, and she was saying she really likes the album, but after a while, you know, Grace Slick starts to grate on her nerves a little. And I understand what she means by that. And a lot of the female punk singers do that. Not this gal. This gal is a great singer. Dual guitars. The guitars, it's punk. This is a punk rock album. Choke on It is the name of it. It's a punk rock album, but the guitars are playing off of each other. I mean, it's just fantastic. The singer she really has a strong, kind of a sarcastic tone to her voice. I mean, even when she's singing Choke on It, it's just, you know, just fantastic. It's a picture of the band. I've been playing this album a lot. It's on Sorry State Records. If you go to the website, Sorry State Records, I believe you can click on this and you can play it. They let you play the whole record like 2 or 3 times, and then if you do it like a 3rd or 4th time, okay, it's time to buy me, you know. But yeah, really, I dig this one. No Love, Choke on It. Very simple label, and the insert is also very simple. It's got the lyrics, but god dang, they are written small, and it's almost gray on gray. I mean, I can read it, but they didn't make it easy for an old fucker like me. Now we're gonna get into the used records. You know, I'm gonna talk about one other thing. Hannah, the Omaha Introvert. This just came to my mind mentioning that about Grace Slick. I don't know if you saw her last video. I think it was her last video. She showed some VCLT from me, and it's hilarious. I might leave a link to it, but I don't know. Probably most of you people have seen it. But it's at the end of the video, and she just, when she gets the package, her reaction to the package is just, it's just priceless. It is so funny. And what's funny is Hannah always leaves comments on all of my videos. And I noticed with, it was the Art of Punk video. She didn't leave a comment on that one. And I guess because it's winter's over in Nebraska and she's spending a lot more time outdoors, she hasn't been watching videos. So she didn't watch my Art of Punk video, which kind of explained the drawing on her VCLT. But yeah, it's funny. Yeah, go to her. I'll leave a link, and you just watch the end of it just to see her reaction to my VCLT. And then the very beginning of the Art of Punk, I do a little drawing, and it's funny, if I do say so myself. On with the used ones. I think there's 3 maybe. There's 4. Tone-Loc After Dark. Now I have a couple of songs. I have Wild Thing on a 12-inch, and I got it going on. I have that. Funky Cold Medina, another well-known song. So I figured, you know, this is a no-brainer. I saw it in mint minus, excellent condition. And man, this album is better than, it's just as good as I imagined it would be. From the very first song, On Fire, all the way through. It is a great album, man. Tone-Loc. I highly recommend this. If you like the Beastie Boys, you know, that 80s rap, you're going to dig it. On Delicious Vinyl. This is just fantastic. I mean, his version of Wild Thing, I think it's fantastic. I mean, to do a song, I mean, Wild Thing, everybody knows the song, the 60s song Wild Thing. And to name a song the same name as a very famous song like that, and to just totally redo it. I mean, it's not the same song. It's he does his own song. It's I don't know, man. I give it to him. Man, this video is gonna be lame, isn't it? God dang. I should have been a little more prepared. Especially with this one. Controllers. Very early. 77, 78. LA punk band. The Controllers. Fantastic band. They only released 2 7-inches singles. And they had 3 songs off of a EP. Tooth and Nail. And this comp came out in 2000, it looks like. It's their first single is Neutron Bomb, backed with Killer Queers. These 2 guys both play guitar. They have another drummer, and they have a bass player. Well, the drummer and bass player, I guess they made some demands and this and that, so they ended up leaving the band. And they decided, you know what, one of us is going to have to play bass. The one guy, I think it was Johnny Stingray, Kid Spike, I believe, maybe. Let me look it up here. Yeah, Kid Spike. I guess he was writing more of the songs, so he stayed on guitar. The other guy went to bass, and it's good. And Kid Spike did most of the singing. They do both sing, but Kid Spike, man, his vocals are fantastic. And if I would have had this, I would have considered putting this band on the best punk singers. Kid Spike has a great voice. Now, for their second single, they ran across, what's her name? God, I'm down here. Moondog. That's not her. That's her nickname. This gal right here. When she joined the band, they kind of went to another level. She's like the Keith Moon drummer. She's just, I mean, she doesn't just keep the beat. She's just all over. It's great. Here's a pretty cool shot of her. I don't know how good that's going to show up. But yeah, she's on the second single and the 3 songs that are on Tooth and Nail. And that's all of side 1. Side 2 is some kind of weird shit. Barnacle Bill the Sailor's a weird song. Top Secret's a good song. That was a band. Chaos. The bass player, Johnny Stingray's band. I think there's a couple of live things. They did a reunion in the 90s. Yeah, really cool. Moondog, she passed away. Apparently, I think she had MS. And, you know, I guess they're saying it. She had a lot of pain inside, but she didn't show it on the outside. But yeah, really cool band. This whole album is on YouTube. Check it out. Especially the first side. The first 8 songs, fantastic. And I got it for pretty cheap. And it's on this label, Dionysus. I don't know how to pronounce it. I've heard people pronounce it, but I forget. This next used album, all these albums in this video are great. They're all really, I mean, they're up here. 4-star and aboves, I think. Except for this one. This one here is a disappointment. Fleetwood Mac in Chicago, featuring Otis Spann, Willie Dixon, Shaky Horton, J.T. Brown, Guitar Buddy, Honey Boy, Edwards, S.P. Leary. I mean, it's basically Fleetwood Mac in Chicago, you know, with the Chicago blues musicians. This is a 75 issue of it on Sire Records. I believe it originally came out maybe 71. I don't know, early 70s. This is a 75 pressing of it. The pressing is not the problem. It's just, I listened to it once, and I didn't even get to all 4 sides. I listened to side 1, side 2, side 3, maybe half of it, and I go, it's enough. It's just basic, running through the motions blues for me. And I don't know, to me it was very lackluster. I don't know, it just wasn't special at all. I don't think. Honestly, I think Fleetwood Mac is an overrated band. I mean, I know I like all 3. I do like the Peter Green stuff, but I don't think they're a top band from the 60s. I do like the middle era, and I do like the Buckingham Nicks stuff. But I think they are overrated. The middle section is definitely neglected, but some people, they'll put Fleetwood Mac in their top 15, 20, 60s bands, you know? There's no way. And then other people go goo goo gaga over the Buckingham Nicks version, and other people hate that version. I mean, I think they made the first 3 or 4 albums they did together are fantastic. I mean, if you're into that, I mean, it's just good poppy music. This, for me, was kind of boring. I'll give it another listen. If not, I'll get rid of it. And it's on the basic side of record. This next one, I don't know if I would call it a grail. It was on my want list, put it that way. And it's the Battalion of Saints first 12-inch. It's an EP, Fighting Boys EP. It was recorded. It says distributed here. DM Distributing. DM stands for Doug Moody, who was the one that did Mystic Records, Doug Moody Records. But I believe this is before Mystic Records was a thing. And it has the Mystic Records address here on Selma Avenue. I recognize that. It's from 1982. And yeah, it's a Battalion of Saints. It has some tape here. Little Scotch tape on this side, and I don't know why. It doesn't look like it's split, but I'm gonna leave it on there. This is not an easy one to find. Fantastic. The Battalion of Saints are one of the best punk bands, and they, on my top 100 punk albums, their Second Coming album, if it wasn't in my top 10, it was right there on the border of it. It's fantastic. The singer, just fantastic singer, dude. The guitar player here is just a great guitar player. And yeah, they're still around. I mean, I saw a video of them. It looked like pretty recently. And this guy here, he's gained a lot of weight. He looked kind of scary, you know. He has his hair's like, you know, kind of still the same. He's wearing mascara, and it's like, I don't know, man. Middle-aged guy wearing mascara, but I don't know, it's kind of scary. I guess that's not politically correct, but he looked kind of scary to me. And it's on Neutron's Records, but I know it's a Doug Moody. Anyways, very plain label, and very cool custom label on the back. Battalion of Saints. Very cool stuff there. And that's it. Oh wait, there was an insert in it. Sometimes I forget to show the inserts. Most of the time I don't, but just a basic, some photos and the lyrics. It's just 4 songs, 2 songs on each side. Fighting Boys, Modern Day Heroes. I Want to Make You Scream. Boy, that's got some creepy lyrics. It's songs about serial killers and whatnot. But it's not glorifying them at all. And yeah, fantastic, man. This is my find of the week. This and that Psych one, the Lollipop Shop. Those are the two that, if I do a year-end best used vinyl finds, they'll both make it. Take care, everybody. I kind of rambled, and I have a feeling this is going to be too long. Take care. Hope everybody had a good 4th, and go Dodgers. Take care, guys and gals.